Hi guys, I'm Ola Zinska. I'm a family nutrition specialist specializing in picky eating and the founder of Family Wellness, where I teach and provide very easy tools how to raise healthy, happy and adventure eaters who are joy to feed. So today I'm going to share with you how I do to minimize waste, because I don't really live zero waste, life. Um, Life, gets pretty hectic. However, I don't like wasting food, which you might have heard me, talking about this. I really hate, and nobody does. Nobody likes to waste food, and I try to live at least less waste. So I really like to rework some meals, some foods, and I want to show you, just give you maybe inspire you and give you some ideas what you can actually do to minimize your waste. Because why it's so important? Because you don't throw your money away. Okay, that's what you want. Because I live on budget, and I don't like throwing money away. I personally like probably like you really want to spend all this money onto something else, rather than just wasting it and put it in the bin. So I want to inspire you. Hopefully I'm going to inspire you and just give you and show you some examples and give you some examples, how I basically do it and what I do it. And I try to do it all the time, nearly every day, if I have any leftovers. And especially it's a worry when it comes to, especially if you have a picky eating child. Many parents tell me, okay, but that they do really want to teach their children to accept different foods and like and enjoy new foods, but that's what they constantly worry about. But how about waste? I don't really want to waste. Well, they understand obviously that they need to expose their kids to new foods on a daily basis. But that question I get it asked all the time, but how about waste? How do we manage waste? Okay, so that's so important, especially if you have a picky eating child, or you have a big family. You have a family with different tastes. One child likes this, the other one doesn't, and maybe like something else. And it's wonderful to learn, and to basically learn how to manage your food, so you don't throw your money away, and you spend that money on something else. Okay, so now I'm going to show you a few examples how I do it and what I do it. I'm going to show it in practice, because the more we practice, the more things we see, the more and easier it is for us, and the more we really learn. Okay, so I'm going to open my fridge now, and let's start cooking. Okay, so let's head over into my fridge. Okay, and here is where I store. Here is in this food container. I basically put all the leftovers I have on hand. Okay, and I'll show you. Okay, so I've got a few different things. Broccoli and roasted sweet potatoes from last night dinner, and this one sausage is basically what's left from today's breakfast. So when I have some vegetables left over, I pretty much always make some sort of like an egg frittata. Sometimes I would fry it on a pan. Sometimes obviously using eggs. Sometimes I would fry it on the pan, or sometimes I would bake it. We quite often have some vegetables left over, especially from dinner, because we love vegetables, and we eat them all the time. So there's always, even if there's a little bit of some, even if it was, you can see there's not really that much vegetables left, just a few Okay, see, just a few, like, you know, potato wedges and some broccoli. So there isn't really much. So it's a perfect, you know, perfect idea to make a frittata. Frittata takes like couple of maybe more than a couple of minutes, but literally minutes to make. And I make it pretty often using, you know, different vegetables, different ingredients, and whatever I've got on hand. Sometimes I would add, you know, frozen peas, just, you know, to add a little bit more variety, to add, just, you know, just to change taste. So today I'm going to make some frittata, obviously. So sometimes, as I mentioned, sometimes I would fry on the pan, sometimes I would use these ramekins, or easy and simple, you can use this tin, muffin tin. So let's see what we can come up with. Okay, so this time I'm going to use this muffin tin. So I'm going to grease a little bit. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I'm not really sure how many. Let's say 6. we can do more. Okay, later. Okay, so we had basically one sausage. I chopped everything into smaller pieces. So sausage, broccoli, and sweet potato. So what I would do, I would add, you know, split it evenly, divide evenly between those muffin tins. Okay, like that, like that. Some broccoli here. Okay. Some here. A little bit here, some sausage. You just have a sausage. There we go. And you can use pretty much any vegetables, anything you've got on hand. Okay, that's it. So now I've got 3 eggs here. I'm going to add some pepper, mix it a little bit. Your some sea salt I've got here. Okay, and your favorite herbs. I'm going to add some thyme this time. Okay, a layer here. Mix it all up, and again, right, another tomato. Okay, put it over. I hope that'll be enough, because I've only got 3 eggs here. Okay, if not, I'm going to add one more. Okay, oops. Yeah, we definitely need more eggs, but that's okay, that's what we can do. Okay, let me flatten it a little bit so we can see if we do really need to add it a little bit more. You can add, you know, top it up with cheese. As I mentioned, anything you like, anything you've got on hand, and use all of your leftovers. Okay. yeah, I'm definitely going to add one more egg just in case. So there's a little bit more. So yeah, I have added one more egg, and that's it, and it's ready. You know, I can bake it. I would basically see. I'm not sure. Probably I don't know, leave it in the oven, maybe for roughly about 20 minutes and see. But keep checking. You know how long they need, so they get a little bit brown and the egg is set. And then once the egg is set, you know it's ready, and it's enough. And I've got good news. Once it's ready, once it's baked, you can freeze that. So it's great because that means that you have, you know, some ready in the freezer, you know, for another day, and it's wonderful. So basically you haven't really wasted your food. So you are going to rework it, you're going to use it, you know, use it all up and make something else, something really nice and tasty. And you can even freeze it for, you know, for another day. You can have some today, tomorrow, for breakfast, for lunch, you know, and yeah, and even have some in the freezer for another day. Wonderful, isn't it? Right, so let's bake it now. Right, another example how you can rework your food and use your leftovers. Do you have some bread? Or in this example, I've got some baguette, which is still all right, but isn't that fresh. So we don't really fancy, you know, eating in that. So what we're going to make some French toasts. Is a wonderful way to, you know, to reuse your bread, whatever I've got. Sometimes I would use just a typical bread, or even baguettes or anything I've got. Right, so I have here already, you can use some sugar if you want. I'm going to use some banana instead of sugar, or honey, maple syrup, eggs, and I'm going to add some milk. Okay, right, cinnamon, we like cinnamon. Okay, a little bit, maybe a little bit more. There we go. And I'm going to whisk it with my blender. Okay. Right. You can fry you can fry your French toast, or you can bake that. It doesn't matter, whatever you like. You can do whatever you like. Okay, that isn't a big batch because I will only have a few slices, and I'm going to pour this mixture over. Okay, because I'm going to bake them this time, but I'm going to bake that tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to leave it overnight and bake it tomorrow. So, you know, it's nice and fresh and crispy tomorrow. And I'm going to eat it for breakfast. There we go. So easy. Baked salmon left over? No bother. You can make it like a bread spread. And I'll show you in a minute. Okay, I have flaked my salmon. I like to flake it and just make sure there is no bones, because I don't want anyone to choke on bones. Even if it says boneless, I like to be sure and check it just in case. Okay, and our soft boiled eggs. 1 tablespoon of mayo, and added some sea salt and a little bit of pepper, and it's ready. And it's ready to be blended into, you know, until it's smooth. And then if it's needed, you can add obviously more mayo. It depends on the texture you like. You like it a little bit more smoother, or you like it a little bit more just, you know, you can obviously add more mayo as needed later on. Okay, and now I'm going to blend it. I am happy and satisfied because I haven't wasted this fillet, and yeah, and I've got something really nice, you know, to eat for tomorrow, for another 2 days. And I sometimes deliberately bake a little bit more fillets just to make this spread, because I really like it, and Kaya likes it too, so it's perfect. And let's be honest, fish can be pretty expensive, so you don't really want to waste it if you have leftovers. So I hope I have inspired you to reuse of leftovers and to rework anything you've got, you know, to save your time and save your money. That's what we all want. So let me know how you get it on. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can email me, and don't forget to follow my channel, and so you get more tips, so you never miss any of the really good and easy tips how to make your life and feeding your journey, your family, your kids easier. And yes, and let me know how you're getting on with reusing your leftovers. Okay, see you in the next video.